At the outset, it gives immense pleasure in welcoming one and all present here to this on guest lecture entitled Plastic Waste Management A Way Ahead, as part of Swachhata Pakwada Swachh Bharat Mission, organizing by National Katpagam Academy of Higher Education under 5 Tamil Nadu Girls Battalion NCC and 2 NCC Coimbatore Group. The resource person of today is Dr. who has a doctorate in engineering with special emphasis on waste management. Around 10 years of experience in various fields, notably in nanoscience and waste segregation projects. In the last 5 years, he has around 50 publications in Scopus journals as well being part of international and national conferences. Also, he was holding 18 patents which was granted 4 copyrights. Also published a book on medical segmentation approaches for identifying tumor in brain. He has also played a role of reviewer, IGI Global, IEEE ASIS, Bentham Science and InterScience in various fields of engineering, holding consultancy responsibilities like NSDC coordinator. More than all, he has been a principal investigator sponsored research projects under the Department of Science and Technology and Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology. As a result of all his dedication, he was awarded a Young Scientist by DST New Delhi, Best Researcher Award by SIAA at 2017, Best Mentor Award by Smart India Hackathon by AICTE, G.D. Naidu Young Scientist by ISRO Director. Also, Innovative Technology for CM's Project contest by the Tamil Nadu. With all his records, I hope this guest lecture will strongly help walk a step forward to have a clean, green, plastic-free and pollution-free New India. With hope, without further delay, I hand over the session to Dr. S. Bhaskar. Sir?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lieutenant Nithya, for the information shared to all the people who are being in that online session. First of all, very good morning to all the people who's being a part of the online session, particularly dignitaries as well as faculty members, and especially NCC student friends who are being a part of the session. So before getting to the presentation of plastic waste management, I would like to give you a small idea about why we need to go for waste management and why it is more important and what are the challenges government and all over the world is facing. Since it is of waste management, it is more important because we are the person who is responsible who has totally polluted the environment. Again, we should take the responsibility to eradicate the challenges faced with the environment as well as the government. Because few decades before, all the of the plastics in the white plastic. Government has introduced several challenges faced by the government. Those challenges still is unaddressable. Though we are trying to address the problems, still it is not possible to do. It's because of we do have several challenges, particularly in case of applying the solution in practical aspect, as well as people we are not adapting the rules which is framed by the government, as well as even the government is framing the rules, we never adapt for it. For example, even if you are going for normal functions, they'll ask us to put all the plastics into separate bin. Even if you are going for airport, we do have a separate bins, but still we are not following. Until otherwise we are not following, even government has taken several methods, it's not possible to eradicate. So since you are an NCC cadet, I expect you people to create awareness about the waste management, not only plastics, about the common waste management strategies to the people, so that they'll get idea and awareness about how to reduce the usage of plastics. Before getting to the plastic, I would like to say what exactly the plastics is. The plastics is a combination of several chemical materials. So that several chemical materials which is really going to harm our environment. That chemical materials which we have studied earlier in the chemistry and other plastic-based engineering. So here, that materials I have enlisted here. That is polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, and polystyrene. So these three material has been considered as one of the prominent material in plastics manufacturing. So because of these materials, our environment is getting polluted to the core. Still, we are not unaware about the materials. It is of no use. So that's why I'm just making you clear about what exactly the materials which we are utilizing it for the plastics. Okay. And in the background, this is a small survey which I have taken, so based on the students as well as the survey which I have collected from the internet. It shows that capita per day production will get increased 0.7 kg in 2050. So it means that though we are trying to introduce several solutions to eradicate plastic, it is not possible to eradicate. The reason is, if we started using plastic, no, it is not possible to come out of the life. The reason is, in a simple way I can say, you are going for the market. Without plastic bags, it is not possible for you to carry. You are not carrying any other bags to get the vegetables or other spices or any other groceries. If you say a small example, I would like to say the small structure which I would like to show it here. Categorization of plastics. You see it here, polyethylene, PET, LDPE, PVC, PP, PSO. These are different kind of plastics are available based on the graded system. Let us see the usage of plastics for several applications. Let us see here. There's cables, pipes, flooring, carry bags. Everywhere plastic plays a major role. Even in case of medical industry, it is not possible for them to eradicate the entire bottle, the plastic bottles into like normal glass bottles. Again, if you go for the like milk, detergents, everybody they are using plastics because of it is cost effective. It is easy for them to manufacture. It is easy for them to procure. That is the reason most of the people they are going for it. But still, we are finding an alternative solution to eradicate the complete plastics. And before that, I would like to say how we are categorizing plastics and why we are much concerned about the plastics. So plastic has a special property, special physical property, like will be able to heat. We give a heat and pressure. It will obviously get more stretched. We'll be able to mold and remold according to our own application. That is why we are much concerned about. We are started using plastics more. If you give more pressure, if you give more heat, no, that molding and remolding capacity of the plastic will be able to change. That we are classified into two categories. So one is thermosetting plastics, and another one would be the thermoplastics. So thermoplastics, as it is mentioned here, based on the heat and pressure, it will get expand as well as it will get reduced. But in case of thermosetting, once it is done, it is not possible to remold it again. So these are the different categories of plastics which we are using. Because of these physical property only, we even for the industrial application. Percentage survey I can say. So even in a plain word I can use, which where the plastic shows more applications, like it is available in cigars, it will be available in packing materials, garbage bags, fruit juices. Everywhere the plastic plays a major role. So though it is facing a major problem and it is incurring in major application, what are the ways we can eradicate that? It has been given in the forthcoming slides. So here the problem, so as I have told you, it is very clearly known to everyone. Because of plastic, our ocean is getting totally affected. All the animals inside the ocean is getting more affected, like like fishes, even tortoise, everyone. And because of these plastics, not only ocean is getting affected, again our environment is also getting affected because of air pollution. Because what we are doing, we are trying to, in order to reduce the waste, we will burn all the waste. That method we call this incineration. Because of that, too much of gases will get come out of it, like carbon monoxide, chlorine, hydrochloric acid, dioxin. Dioxin is one of the most dangerous gas which will totally affect our lungs. So these kind of gases, what it would do, it will totally infect our lungs, as well as it will totally infect the continuous physical system. Probably it will change the entire DNA structure also in future. That is why we should more concern about the plastics. We should eradicate it, until otherwise it is going to harm us in future. So these are the major technologies, conventional and new technologies, which government has initiated. to reduce the usage of plastics. If you see it here, in the conventional technology, you'll be having three categories. That is recycling, incineration, landfilling. Landfilling is something like we'll dig a very big pit. Into that, we'll be putting a plastic and we'll close it out. And incineration is like burning the entire plastic. And recycling is one of the very good method, but still it is not practicing in a very proper way because of the improper cooperation done by the people. And the new technology, what we are following is plasma technology and cement plane as well as polymer blended bitumen roads as well as liquid fuel. So this road, which has been initiated by several people, I hope so in Madurai, Tyagaraja College of Engineering, one of the professor, he started laying a complete plastic road through the help of the plastic which he has generated and which he has collected from the Madurai. And liquid fuel is one of the technology which has introduced here. That is conversion of plastic into petrol and plastic into usable liquids for other industry as well as domestic purpose. Even cement also they're trying to use for like house construction and plasma technology. Everything they are using, but still because of our improper cooperation, but people has to cooperate with the government. Then only we'll be able to succeed. Even government can succeed in all their ways and all their rules which they are following, which they are implementing to improve our nation. Okay, so I would like to show a small video how we are like converting plastic into valuable products. This is one of the video I would like to say. Here you can easily view it here itself. So here you can make plastic with the help of different clothes and footwear, bags you can make it, packaging you can make it, building and constructions, automotive structures, furnitures, outdoor cements. Again, you will have a question. Still, it is also non-recyclable, right? What you are going to do? See, instead of putting the plastic into environment by damaging the environment, we can make it is a product which is useful for our domestic purpose and other applications. So instead of putting and dumping and incinerating, we can use at least materials or products so that it will be more useful for the human beings. That's why we are trying to give solutions for the conversion of plastic into usable materials. So the first and foremost materials is crushing. So what they will do generally is here they will crush the plastics into small pieces. Whatever material, maybe it is an electronic waste or any other materials, they'll crush into small pieces. So all the crushed materials, they'll be used for several applications. They'll make it into small powder. They'll publish several machines. They'll use it as small powder. So with this powder, what they will do, they will make you may are using it for you want to build a small scale industry instead of going for bricks and for the warehouse. You might have seen many warehouses they are constructing with plastic in and around the Coimbatore. They started using this kind of plastic. This is how they will utilize it for the construction purpose. Small warehouses and small storage part also you can easily utilize with the help of the plastics. This is how it would be. And the next one is plastic bricks. It's like once we collect all the bottles, they will crush all the bottles. Again, once they crush all the bottles, again they will make it into small pieces as usual. Again, they will convert that bottles into a new one. So this is how it would be. Different shapes will be able to create it. Instead of throwing into the environment, again we started making into the total bricks into the normal plastic bottles. This is one of the structure which we are utilizing here. And eighth foremost product which we are using is cooking fuel. So here what they will do, again the same process. What they will do, they will put the plastic into the crushers. The crushers, it will convert into small liquid like structure. From the liquid they will extract the cooking fuel. You'll be able to see very clearly. you'll be able to see a liquid-like structure is coming out. We call it as a plastic solution. So because of this, with the help of this plastic solution, we'll be able to find a liquid out of it, okay, through several processes. And this solution, we can utilize it for our day-to-day life for cooking purpose. Okay, so this we can utilize it instead of like kerosene or instead of other materials, other liquids. We can utilize it for some other purpose, particularly cooking. And seventh foremost one is converting plastics into petrol. It is under research, but still it has given here. Most of the people, they started like taking plastics. From the plastics, they would like to start taking petrols, diesels. But still it is not into practice and not into practical applications. But still, as a pilot prototype, it is still working. Due to several pyrolysis process, which I have shown you in the PPT. Pyrolysis, which I have shown you in the PPT. The PPT which I have shown here, plasma pyrolysis technology. So this is a major technology which we are utilizing for like fuel generation, particularly kerosene, so particularly diesel as well as petrol. Since it is a pilot product, it is not yet commercialized or not yet come into the practice, but still research is going on and several fruitful outcomes also it has come by converting plastics into like petrol as well as diesel. And next foremost one is tiles and bricks. So this is especially for house construction. The same process, again, the plastics we are converting into small pieces. And finally, we are making that plastics into several bricks and tiles with different structures. With the help of the dyes, we are using it. See, this is one of the tile structure with colored one. So we are utilizing plastics for several construction purposes also. So this is how we'll be able to use it. Even I can say, I believe so, Banari Institute of Technology, they started laying the complete, their colleges started laying this kind of pedestrian pathways inside their college with the help of the plastics, with the help of the recycled plastics. They used plastic, they crushed into small pieces, and after that they have utilized it for this kind of pedestrian pathways inside their college. So likewise, you can also initiate so that it will be very useful for the society as well as it may give some kind of enthusiasm to the local governments to see how an education institution as well as students, they are participating in eradicating the plastics. This kind of pathways will be able to create it with the help of the plastics. Plastic solutions. Simple term. Then make it with the help of the dyes, we can easily make it into the bricks as well as several tile structures for construction purpose. And as I have told you, with the help of the plastic, we'll be able to lay roads. It is, if you want to see, you can go and visit Tyagaraja College of Engineering, Madurai. There, the professor, what he has done is, likewise, he has crushed all the plastics, and finally, he used the plastic for laying the roads. Instead of tar roads, they are using plastic. The major advantage is it is really unbreakable, and some disadvantages are also available because too much of heat will affect the physical properties of the plastic. But still, we need to find solution for such kind of practices. There are several testing they have done on the roads with the help of plastics. Though it has several drawbacks, it do have several advantages also. So next one is, it is asphalt mix. They will call it as, it's a kind of solution they will create it. So with the help of the solution, what they will do, they will utilize it for tars. The roads, they'll be for constructing a road, they'll be using a tars and other mixing structures. No? In that mixture also, we'll be using a plastic for reliability as well as for more robustness. So if we mix that plastics into that mixture, probably it will increase the robustness. That is why we are utilizing the plastics here. And the third and foremost one is recycling process, which I have already told you, like building shapes and road sign posts. It is one of the easiest way I can say. See, we are not thinking instead of utilizing iron rods or some other materials for roadside post, because if you are going in a highway, you'll be able to see many posts available in the highway. But all the posts are not placed because of plastics. So these people, what they started doing, they started uh, taking very like waste plastics. They manufactured it. They crushed into small pieces, and they utilize this for roadside post. That would be also a very fine idea they have taken and they have initiated, and it is under practice also. These kind of things are under practice. And this is the ocean plastics they have collected, because in the cruise, in the like if you are going for beach or whatever might be, so what they are doing, no, they are collecting the ocean plastics, and they are crushing it and they are utilizing it for shoes, the chappals which we are utilizing, as well as fine fibers also, fine fiber threads also they are utilizing. With the help of that, they are utilizing it for shoes. These are the plastic which they have collected from the ocean, and they are utilizing it for manufacturing shoes. And foremost one is polyester clothing. This is one of the clothing structure which is recently introduced. So this kind of clothing, what they will do, no, it will temperature adjustable. So few sensors also they have integrated. So China, they started doing this kind of things. So according to the like the AC is available in the car, according to the environment temperature, the mode will change. Likewise, according to the environment temperature, the dress temperature will get changed, and it will give the warm as well as cool effect to our body. So this kind of clothing also they started utilizing with the help of the plastics. That's all. So these are all the several, I mean, small and several applications, whether most of the countries and most of the people they started initiating. Likewise, I expect all the people to go for such kind of application, because if you sit and think, you'll be able to get several ideas how we can convert plastic into usable materials. And as I've told you, like conventional technology, which I have discussed here, recycling, incineration, landfill, the same context only I've given it here. So here it is nothing but segregation process. The segregation process is all about of we need to segregate plastics into different categories based on the different materials, like polyethylene separately, polystyrene separately, and some other plastics separately. Based on that, utilize it for several applications. We have to select segregation. So first thing which I have shown it in the video, we can utilize it for several applications. And landfilling, which I've already told you, it is one of the major drawbacks, okay, because the sustainable aspect is going to impact our environment to the core. But still, we know the risk. People are even government they started going for landfilling. Now, after knowing the risk and challenges faced by the environment, government started eradicating landfilling. Now they are going for totally converting plastics into energy, plastics into waste. Sorry, plastic into useful products. Incineration, as you know, because of incineration, too many problems has come because of totally it will damage the environment because of the air which is coming out of it, and the smokiest gases. That gas would really affect our limits. That is why we are obviously going for this incineration process, but we should not go for it. Still, for eradication purpose, as of now we are going, but we should avoid going this kind of incineration process. And this is one of the methodology which I have shown you in the video, like polymer blended bitumen road, which is already available near to that Tyagaraja College. If you have a chance to visit that place, you can go visit that place. It will be of very good process. They have done it there. And cement claim, which I have already told you, the small brick-like structure, which I have shown you in the video. So that bricks, with the help of the bricks, we'll be able to use it for several constructions and tiles and brick manufacturing. Everywhere that plastic waste, they are using it. Plasma pyrolysis process, which I have told you, by we are heating the plastic at certain temperature, we'll be able to get the liquid out of it. With that liquid, we can place it for domestic purpose, as well as we can place it for fuel purpose, like in petrol we can use, diesel we can use, but still it is under research. It is not into practical case, but still they started inventing several ideas how to eradicate. That would be of great pleasure to see such kind of activities practiced by the government and other research scientists. So this is conventional plastics into liquid, which I've already told you. We have to heat the plastic into certain degree. So based on it, we'll be able to get the liquid out of it. Then that liquid we can utilize it for our domestic purpose, as well as even using it as a fuel diesel generator for generating electricity. So in the conclusion, I would like to say, before going to the conclusion, I would like to say what all the activities are Karpagam Academy of Higher Education we have initiated to eradicate plastics. So our research team, Center for Interdisciplinary Research, we do started several projects and as funded by the Government of India. And this is one of the projects I would like to share with you people. This is one of the initiative we have done it by Karpagam Academy of Higher Education, which is near to Uttagal Mandapam. So what we have done, we have installed one small plastic segregation machine. So this is a lady which is working there. So what we have done is small plastic segregation machine. So this machine, it will do, it will segregate the plastics. Okay, that plastic will pass on to this particular dyeing structure. It will convert into small bricks. And what we are doing here, it is one of the food waste these people are doing. So what she will do, she will crush all the food waste. Okay, she will mix some solution, natural solutions, and she will use this food waste for use this food waste as a manure. Okay, and this is one of the machines which we have designed. So it is a pilot prototype only. So what it will do, it will segregate various different waste into various categories, like plastic separately, glass separately, food materials separately. So this is how the separation would be. It's 2 mm, 10 mm, 50 mm, 100 mm. So likewise, we can separate the materials like plastic waste separately, organic separately, NaOH sorter separately, something but the glass sorter. So once we separate the plastic, what we will do now, we will utilize it for several applications which I have mentioned before, like for plastic solution for energy conversion. Which I would like field technology. I hope so you will be able to see my Word document. This is max field technology. The technology they have used for legacy waste. Legacy waste is nothing but a dump waste. Probably you might have seen in Velalur. Too much of dumps are available here. Okay, so with the dump, what they will do, they'll be using one. This is the structure they are using it. I hope that it is very clear to you, all the people. So this is how they are using it. So what they will do, first they will put the waste, step 1. And the mechanical treatment they will do, the conversion of fuels, metals, residual materials. And they'll go for biological step dump. That is biological process they will do, because to eradicate the unwanted odor out of the waste. And they'll go for a drying, because they will dry all the materials. And they will separate the material into 3 different categories. Metal separately, fuel separately, minerals separately. Okay. So these different materials is nothing but conversion of waste into useful products. For fuels, we can utilize it for cooking purpose, or we can utilize it for petrol, diesel, everything. Minerals and metals, as I've told you before, they can utilize it for mixtures. They'll utilize it for tiles manufacturing, brick manufacturing, bottles, even for even small cans also will be able to make it with the help of the different outcomes which you are extracting from the Maxil technology. This is one of the technology which has been introduced in India, particularly in Pune. They have started utilizing it, as well as indoor. In indoor also they started opting the same technology available here. So this is how it would be. This is how the complete waste treatment plant would be. So here metal separation would be here. So biological decomposition. So in biological decomposition is nothing but taking out the unwanted order, because if we go to the waste section, you'll be get too much of order. That order has been reduced with the help of this particular section. Then we'll go for biological drying. So after drying, we'll go for mechanical separation. That separation comes under metal separately, waste separately, food separately. So this is how that conversion takes place. And finally, we'll be able to get that fuel out of it. Got it? So this is the one of the very good initiative done by the government, that is conversion of plastic into fuel. Because now fuel is it is of demand in our country. If we started making this kind of technology, if we started practicing this kind of technology, it is of very good use throughout the world, so that we can easily generate electricity as well as fuels with the help of the plastics which we are utilizing. So these are the small initiatives which is done by Karpagam Academy of Higher Education with the help of government support, help of the government projects we started initiating. So based on the presentation and based on the small ideas which I have incurred in you, the very prominent summary which I would like to give you is, we should act towards plastic waste management particularly, and we should eradicate the problems which is faced by the government, and we should give several solutions. We should address along with the government, so that we'll be able to come up with good solution. It should be more useful for the society as well as our people. Since we are being a part of the government, we should work towards the nation's improvement. Okay. So since waste has been considered as one of the significant challenge, government started investing more on waste management. You might have come across several government initiatives and schemes they have given. But still, if we practice, if we follow the rules and regulations which they are giving, then it is possible within few decades we'll be able to eradicate the complete plastic, or else we can find an alternative solution for the plastic also. And any other queries you can put it across. I'll answer you promptly. And thank you for the opportunity given. And it is a very great pleasure for me to be part of the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, on behalf of National Cadet Corps, Karpagam Academy of Higher Education, I'm more than happy to first of all thank Dr. S. Bhaskar for spending his valuable time and knowledge in his busy schedule. The way he went about the presentation is being so crisp, explaining all the possibilities and responsibilities of managing the waste. Yes, as rightly quoted, there is no such things as away. When we throw anything away, it must go somewhere. So where it is going and what is happening and all we understood, sir. You have presented it nicely, and I hope all will ensure that we apply the possible things that you taught us today. And I thank this. And I take this wonderful opportunity to thank our esteemed President, Dr. R. Vasantakumar, Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Sudalimuthu, Registrar, Dr. M. Palaniswamy. I cannot be arranged without the encouragement and support of the institution, that too during this pandemic situation like this. And it's my immense pleasure to thank our commanding officer for giving me this great responsibility to conduct the program. I extend my deep gratitude to my HOD Dr. S. Selvalakshmi and my senior NCC officer, Lieutenant Dr. K.P. Sridhar, and other faculty members for their guidance and moral support. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my dear cadets and all the participants. Once again, and I thank each and every one of on behalf of Karpagam Academy of Higher Education. Thank you all.